Hello everyone, Nandra Williams here for Treasures for Living Ministries, and I wanted to chat with you. Yeah, I know it's been a little while. I know you've been seeing my videos, but I think people are posting them for me. I wanted to chat with you. I was especially blessed by one of my brothers on here, one of his videos, brother Rooney Jacobs. Thank you so much for what you shared, and thank you for watching our content and telling my husband about it. I just wanted to acknowledge you. Thank you so much. You shared about us, caring for people, and when we don't get to see people, that we need to call them, we need to keep calling, we need to keep each other. That so blessed me because, just this week I had something happen to me and I was like, okay, I need to act on it quickly. Anyway, so yeah, thank you to those of you who watch this and who always acknowledge Bishop Boba Longe. He always puts a like on there. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Just thank you to everyone out there who's, my cousin, Christy Bamfa. Thank you so much for always faithfully. When I say, I'm like, yay, my cousin is there. Thank you. Thank you, Gloria. Just thank you. I just want to say thank you to a lot of you. Then I wanted to come to my gist. So, this is church gossip, direct, straight, hot from the press. You know how sometimes you just see somebody or see a situation and you just say, well, you see, actually, this was happening. This is how I know what it is, and it is this and that. And they just draw your conclusion, dot your I, cross your T, put this, you just act like you're God and just say, yes. How, but you know what? Sometimes, it's not good to judge a book by its cover. Not sometimes, always. We should always leave things that we're not sure about instead of drawing absolute conclusions. I've heard people draw absolute conclusions. I'm sure you've done it. I've done it before. So I remember this scenario, one time when I was pastoring. So there's this boy who was in choir. He was in choir. His name was Concept. He's no longer a boy. He's a man. He's been such a blessing. You and your wife just like to acknowledge you. Yeah. So, yeah. So Concept will come to choir sometimes, and then I will not see him again. I'm like, Concept, how far? His real name. We called him Concept in school, but his real name is Emmanuel. Okay, those of you who are in CA and you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. So Emmanuel, I just see him, then I'll not see him, then I'll see him, then I'll not see him. But he was just so lovely, and he is lovely, funny, filled with life, all embracing. So even sometimes, even being the person who was in charge of the workforce in church, I want to correct him, but you have to. So I was just thinking to myself, I was like, hey, okay. So one day I cornered him in Icon Towers in Jos, and I was like, Concept, hey, what's happening? Why do I see you today? I don't see you tomorrow. The thing had been on my mind. I was thinking, I'm going to put this guy on spiritual discipline. Anyway, so he sat me down and he explained to me where he was and what was happening with home and what he had to do and how I was working, going to school. And I was balancing a number of competing responsibilities. By the time he finished explaining everything to me, I looked at him and I thought he still had a smile on his face. He still encouraged everyone in church when he turned up. He still would crack jokes. I was like, my God, how are you doing this? Anyway, that was the end of spiritual discipline. That was the end of my self-righteous thinking about him. And for me, it was like whenever he turned up, he turned up. Whenever he could serve, he could serve. He was doing the best he was with where he was. And I really appreciated the fact that he opened up and he talked. So what am I saying in essence? Sometimes we see things and we just say, well, you see, if it was me, how did it? You have no clue. You have no idea. Honestly, let's keep some things, let's give people a chance, because you really don't know what's going on in anyone's life. They say, except you're the one wearing my moccasins, you're wearing my loafers, you're wearing my shoes. You don't know where it's hurting. You don't know where it's pinching me. So what's the point? What's my point? My point is, don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe you need to read it and you need to sit down and you need to reflect back and you need to think before you decide this is this and this is that. So when we get into critical states, we get into judgmental states, we get into states where we are, judging others, or I know how it is when you see those things, you see those weaknesses, you just want to go, I can can do better. You know, if I was the one, God, forgive us. Because, you know, sometimes even when people fall, they trip, they make a mistake. Thank you for you who are watching. You know, they trip up, they make a mistake. Do you know what? You never know. So that's why, for me, I don't like to talk about, you know, when somebody makes a mistake in the body of Christ, it is, or they did. You know, I'm always very slow because I always think to myself that there go I, but for the grace of God. So don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what's happening in somebody's life. Let's just love everyone, release them, bless them, and trust that God is at work. Yeah, God bless you. Have a really great weekend. Nandra Williams here for Treasure for Living Ministries. Please, if this has been a blessing to you, like it, share it, subscribe to our podcast. It's on all the major podcast platforms. Yeah, we are there and we want to hear from you. If we have been a blessing to you, please send us a testimony, send us a praise report, send us a something and just say, we're here, we're listening, keep going. God bless you, because it encourages us. God bless you. Love you.